Hello and welcome to John Breslow Ice Arena. I am Matt McMaster, joined by no one today, as the Nebraska Huskers are set to take on the Creighton Blue Jays here for what will be the final game of this weekend. Yesterday, the Huskers walked away with a massive 5-0 victory over Creighton, their first win since November over Flint, Michigan. Starting lineups for the Creighton Blue Jays: Charles Altier, Zach Kubasek, along with Christian Pino at defense. Dale Mee will be along Sam Cook. For the Huskers, you have Jack Dugan, Ben McGinnis, Bobby Heiberg, along with Matt Leslie. As then Zach Binkowski, Bobby Heiberg trying to get into the zone there, brings it around the boards, cleared out in front. Now it's Jack Dugan. Dugan back down low to Heiberg. Heiberg in front, and did not reach the net. Huskers still trying to keep it in. Dugan unsuccessful. It's out to Matt Leslie. In net is Ryan Lee for the Creighton Blue Jays. Sees Zach Kubasek. Kubasek shot high and wide over the shoulder of Liam Scott, who's getting his second start of this month. His first start of this month, actually. Second start over the last couple of weekends. His last appearance was against Kansas, where he came in relief in the first period for Alex Koff. He gave up 5 goals in that contest, but played a pretty good game overall. As Evan Datina has the puck now. Datina, one of the best goal scorers in the MACHA, makes a move in the zone, but Charles Altier picks it up. Altier loses it. That was intended for Meade. Ringed around the boards. Sean Rogers picks it up. Rogers had a really good game in yesterday's contest. as that's hit away. And now Sam Hingsberger throws it back down for Dale Mead. There's Heath Topol on the forecheck. He's joined by Nate Weber. Here comes Topol. Topol intended for Tina. Now over to Tina and batted away and now thrown out of the zone and past Sean Rogers. Hingsberger on the forecheck. He'll get there. Hingsberger now in front of the net. Got it down low. Throws it in front of Liam Scott, who saves it. He was challenged by Jack Schwab there on the rebound, and a good start for Creighton, who had a pretty bad first period yesterday as the Huskers dominated possession for most of the first 20 minutes of the game. Face-off won by the Huskers. It's picked up by Caden Jakubsma. Jakubsma loses the puck. That's Joe Middleton, and that's taken away by Dylan McCray. Good play by McCray to stop the Middleton forecheck and ensuing chance that would have come from it against Liam Scott. Now with the puck, Dalton Weigel. Weigel pushing the puck up. His second game as a Husker this season. Weigel gets in the offensive zone. Good move by Weigel. Backhand thrown in front, McCray. It was a good pass by Weigel, a nice challenge by McCray, but an even better job by Caden Dardanis, who did a phenomenal job of stopping a good shot from McCray. Face-off now, one for the Huskers. Timmy Leroy. Leroy moving around, gets to the high slot, takes a shot, blocked. That was blocked by Hingsberger, and he's kind of shaken up after that one. Jakubsma now mishandles the puck back down to McCray. McCray, nice pass over to Weigel. Weigel gonna move in. Shot, save by Ryan Lee. Lee, tough sledding yesterday, gave up 5 goals, gave up 7 in the appearance before that. But off to a good start. He's trying to get back on track for the Blue Jays, who haven't picked up a victory since late October. Face-off won by Creighton. Hit around the boards. Kyle Hogan tries to get it out. He's unsuccessful. Now shot on real quick. And glove by Lee. Matt Safransky. A little bit of quick movement there by Kane Bierenstraw. So I have to figure out who's going to stay. Is anyone coming out of this faceoff? I don't believe so, as Bishop Schugel wins the faceoff for the Blue Jays. Out in front, Caden Davis has it intended for Bierenstraw. Eventually gets to him, but hit away. And now here come the Blue Jays. Good job there by Jakubsma to get it out. And now that puck is out of play. Back and forth action here so far. Creighton, Nebraska. Nebraska's gotten a couple shots on net to start this one, but no true opportunities have come from it. Tie up with a face-off top. Bishop Schugel eventually gets it in to the Nebraska zone. Matt Leslie behind the goal line. Leslie, the very speedy defenseman. He likes to play with the puck, and now he gets that up to Caden Davis. Davis had a goal yesterday. Here comes Davis. Davis out in front, tipped, saved by Lee. Davis was looking for Safransky coming on the back post, but was unsuccessful. Good defensive play by the Blue Jays, and now they have a rush of their own. Zach Minkowski now, another defenseman. He'll step up in the rush, gives it to Ben McGinnis. McGinnis down low on the hash, challenge, thrown in front. Couldn't be handled by the Blue Jays, trying to chip it out. That'll get out of the zone until Ben McGinnis, good back check, gets it back for the Huskers. Jay McCown. Challenge got on the board by Heiberg and McGinnis. Here comes Schugel to help him out. Schugel is able to push that puck until it's picked up by Leslie. And now it's a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction on the other side of the ice. Now Bobby Heiberg might take advantage of it. McGinnis now, as there's a shell on the ice. Here comes Leslie, fakes the shot. Throws it down low for Greg Pate. Leslie goes for a change. Quick shot on, wide, but kept it by Heiberg. Heiberg moving down low. Heiberg with a shot, glove saved by Ryan Lee. And it appeared that Sam Sturl's shell that goes over the pants, it's a cosmetic item for hockey. It's basically so everyone can have matching pants without having you to buy those pants. That fell off of Sturl and fell on himself. It kind of gave the Huskers an opportunity to score there as they figure that out. First line back out there for the Blue Jays. Here's Zach Kubasek. Good job by Pate to poke that away. Altier tries to get it back until it's thrown back down low by Heath Topol. Evan Atina challenges, and now tipped by Sam Cook. No icing coming. Rogers, the captain, flips it out for Weber. Weber intended for Datina, ends up in the bench. Blue Jays have a couple more players here than they did yesterday, a bit of a deeper bench, which will help them. They've had some trouble with numbers in the past and getting kind of beat up and worn down by the third period, but they got a full bench today. Huskers have a lot of players on their roster and haven't changed too many things up from yesterday's lines as Nate Weber enters his own low shot. Datina with the rebound. Good play there down low by Kubasek. He stopped the Datina rebound goal. Pushed out. Long stretch pass intended for Pate. Goes over the stick of Pate and Evan Datina as Altier now. He moves down past the red line, but throws that down to Caden Jacobsma. Jacobsma surveying. He'll decide to skate. Throws that, and now here's Luke Abbott. Abbott over to Chris Vo. Chris Vo challenged heavily by Timmy Leroy. He does a good job of escaping. Intended pass bounces back to him. Now it's over to Abbott. Abbott over to Kubasek. Big hit by Caden Jacobsma. He gets Kubasek off the puck. Kubasek has 17 goals in about 15 games. He's having an incredible season. And Altier have an incredible dynamic duo. Kubasek now over to Hinsberger. Hinsberger, quick shot. Saved by Scott. Rebound. Saved again. Kubasek couldn't get his 18th as that puck didn't go off the ice. It was a good double save by Liam Scott. Now the Huskers moving the other way until it's picked up by Joe Middleton. Joe Middleton now scurries into the zone. Tries to put it past Jacobsma. It's a good hit. Huskers looking for an interference call. High shot over the net. Back down low. As now Jack Schwab challenges in the corner. Good flip pass over to Timmy Leroy. Leroy challenged by Meade. Hip check misses. Sam Cook cleans up the mess though. Escape turn, buys himself some time trying to break it out of the zone. Good forecheck by Nebraska, even better evasion. Here come the Blue Jays. Hingsberger. He had a good opportunity just earlier in the shift. Quick shot into the chest of Liam Scott. 13-18 remaining in the first period, both sides. A little bit back and forth neutral ice game so far. There's been no solid offensive possession or dominant offensive possession yet for either side. As Bishop Schugel takes the face-off. Won by the Huskers. Matt Leslie, we've seen him already join the rush once. That pass was intended for Bierenstraw. Hit back down low. Now Caden Davis takes a hit. Take a hit to make a play as Bobby Heiberg now driving to the zone, but Bishop Schugel comes back around and Schugel will do it himself. Schugel still with the puck. He'll find Cook. Correction, that was Pino, actually, who gets it down low for the Blue Jays. Dale Mee keeps it in. Puck picked up by Bobby Heiberg. Out of the zone. Blue Jays, a little bit of momentum here. Here comes Schugel. Schugel, block shot. Davis now just gets that out. He'll go for a change. So will Heiberg and Bierenstraw. Icing didn't go far down enough, so now Pino will create a rush himself. Nice hit by Heath Topol, gets Pino off the puck, and now Evan Datina. Evan Datina challenged by Mee. Mee keeps Datina from getting down to his goalie Lee, and now Greg Pate will pick it up. Pate looking for options as the Blue Jays go for a change. Nathan Weber now, leading point getter for the Huskers. Thrown out by Pino. Colin Brown on the puck, but it's wrestled off and thrown back down to Dale Mee. Mee, intended pass for Sam Sturl, goes too far. Now Greg Pate picks it up. Pate throws it back down low to the zone. Mee picks it up again. A little pitch and catch between Mee and the Husker hockey team. As now Sturl trying to get it down low, unsuccessful. And here comes Evan Datina, quick chip in. Datina will try and forecheck as Pino is battled in the corner. Now here comes Nate Weber. Nate Weber in front of the net. Weber! And a save by Lee. As Lee had a tough time handling the puck, and Weber kind of threw it at him and then tried getting it in the net, but it was good reaction by Lee to get his glove over it. And so the best chance for the Huskers so far is thwarted by the left hand of Ryan Lee. First line back out there for the Blue Jays. It's Heiberg, Dugan, and McGinnis for the Huskers. The Cubsma keeps it in. Here's Heiberg in the slot. Bouncing puck. Picked up by Altier, and he'll take his time. Altier's got the second most points on this team. A lot of assists, because him and the guy who's got the puck right now, Zach Kubasek, have been tearing up the MACHA, and now here's an opportunity until it's poked away by Ben McGinnis. Big hit. Altier to Kubasek. Kubasek high slot, wrestled by Dugan. Puck out. Picked up by McCown. Thrown over to Dardinis, and now it's Sam Cook. Cook. Good job by McGinnis to get Cook off the puck. Dugan. Dugan into the zone. He pulls up. Waiting for a change. Kubasek picks up the puck. Kubasek challenged by the other number 15 on the SJ, Caden Jakubsma. They get into a little bit of a fight, and now puck is moving up. Here's Sam Cook over to Altier. Altier loses the puck. Christian Clover has it now, and now it's Kubasek who retrieves it back. Kubasek, nice move around Dylan McRae. Kubasek dumps it into the zone. He goes for a change. Hingsberger in the corner in a fight with Clover. Clover comes out victorious. Now here comes Dalton Weigel. We saw Weigel make a rush already. Weigel now over to Dylan McRae. McRae cuts into the middle, looking for someone in front. Can't find him, loses the puck. Hits it down low. Here comes Dardanis, a pass intended for Joe Middleton. And now it's McRae with the puck once again. McRae, errant pass over to Zach Minkowski. Minkowski will have to go behind his net and reset. Good pass to Leroy. Leroy now. Leroy, shot, saved by Lee. Rebound, right across the net. Wraparound opportunity. Won't be taken by Leroy, so he'll set up again. Leroy, quick shot, saved by Lee. Pate with the puck. Pate. Down low to Caden Davis. Davis in front of the net, intercepted, but not cleared out of the zone. Binkowski keeps it in. Here comes Hingsberger. He'll just throw that out errantly to Timmy Leroy. Quick change for the Blue Jays. Greg Pate throws it for Davis. Picked up and given over to Jay McCown. McCown throws that all the way across the ice to Charles Reiser. Reiser throws it on Scott. Scott saves it. Face off coming up in the Husker defensive zone. Huskers had a couple opportunities there. They haven't been able to find themselves in long times in the Creighton offensive zone yet, but they have been on the offensive for the last 3-4 minutes of this period. A different period from yesterday where they seemingly dominated the entire time. Blue Jays have come out with a much better start. Quick shot by Kyle Hogan. There's a great opportunity by Hogan. Saved by Liam Scott. He's had a couple in his chest today as the Blue Jays haven't really picked the corners. It's been a good defensive effort from this new look Nebraska defense, who has a couple new faces, and so far they've done a much better job than they did last weekend when they gave up 6 goals in one period against Kansas. Here's Evan Datina. Datina fakes a shot into the middle. Pass for Pate, and he whiffs on it. Thrown to the net, wrapped around. Reiser gets it out. Good job by Reiser. He pokes that up to Kyle Hogan. Hogan loses the puck. Good defense by Datina. Flips it over to Heath Topol. Huskers have numbers. 3-on-2. Topol into the middle. Topol puts it through the legs of a defender until it's out of the zone. Throw back in, delayed offsides. Here comes Chris Vo. Chris Vo, the defenseman, making offense here. Vo below the goal line. Still waiting for time, intended for Kyle Hogan. He finds Altier. Altier, quick shot, saved by Scott. Altier gets his own rebound. Drop down low for Sam Cook. Cook's got the puck now. Cook below the goal line. Dumps that off to Hogan. Hogan to Altier. Altier can't get a shot off. Chris Rowe with a shot. He was intending for Kyle Hogan on the tip. Hogan couldn't get there. Creighton putting some pressure on the Huskers. Still can't get it out. Chris Rowe keeps it in. Nice toe drag. Gets it down low to Altier. Altier, quick shot, save by Scott off his shoulder. Stays in play. Jakubsma in a battle with Sam Cook. He wins it. The Huskers just trying to relieve pressure here. This Katina line has been out there for a while, and they'll stay on. Here comes Weigel. Weigel, good defense by me. Leroy with the puck now. Down low to Weigel. Nice cycle. Weigel trying to get it up to McCray. McCray unable to keep it in, but it's still retrieved by Matt Leslie. Katina finally gets a change. That was about a 2-minute shift from Evan Katina. Weigel chips it ahead. Timmy Leroy. Leroy over to Christian Clover. Clover fakes a shot. He had a goal yesterday, trying to make it 2 in 2 games, but that pass is intercepted by Kubasek. Kubasek does a good job evading defenders, and now here come the Huskers. Altier, blocked shot by McCray. Binkowski, another defenseman pushing it up in front. Intercepted shot by Clover, out of play. Good defense on one end, turns into offense for the other end for the Huskers. But they cannot capitalize as Christian Clover had a couple opportunities on that shift. It seems like the ice is a little bit chipped up in the middle of the slot. Multiple players have had problems handling the puck there. I do want to mention there was some free skate activity with a lot of figure skating skates, and I think that might have chopped up the ice just a little bit in some high population areas here. Creighton in front. Good defense by the Huskers, clears it out of the slot. No shot actually got to Liam Scott. Here comes Ben McGinnis. McGinnis trips up a little bit. Might have fallen on ice there. And now here comes Jack Schwab. Schwab for Pino. Pino. Hingsberger now. Bouncing puck, and Ben McGinnis has it. To Jack Dugan. Dugan. Quick shot. Goal! Jack Dugan! Over the shoulder into the back of the net, and the Huskers are up 1-0 here with 5:20 left in the first period. What a shot from Dugan. Huskers have had a couple opportunities on those fast breaks, and Dugan, I think, caught Ryan Lee off guard. He was at a very high and wide angle. He was able to snap that off. This upper body strength from Dugan to fire that puck as quickly as he did and as accurately as he did. It's why his return after having back surgery last season has been such a big deal for this Nebraska hockey team. And he finds himself in the scorebooks. Greg Pate throws it in for the Huskers. Dardanus gets it back. That was intended for Sturl, but kept in by Pate. Bobby Heiberg and Dardanus will go at it. Colin Brown with the puck now. Brown, foot race by Heiberg. Nice job by Heiberg to get it off of Brown, but it's thrown back in by Jay McCown. Sean Rogers on the puck. Chipped out, and here comes Caden Davis. Davis drops that for Heiberg. Heiberg, quick shot, glove save. Quick rebound, but covered up by Ryan Lee. So the Huskers had plenty of momentum for a bit. Creighton had a really good 2 shifts in the Husker offensive zone, but a shot by Jack Dugan on the top of the circles has turned momentum just a bit for the Huskers as they lead by 1 in this first period. Bishop Schugel on the faceoff. Quick shot by Heath Topol, saved by Lee. Quick whistle. Puck was still loose, but they'll do it again. Schugel is out there alongside Chris Vo and Kyle Hogan. Face-off 1. Datina. He's looking low to Weigel. Couldn't get there, and then that's pushed out of the zone by Charles Reiser. No icing called. Topo will pick it up. A lot of speed from the 5'6" forward. He finds Evan Atina. He leaves that for Dalton Weigel. Weigel, once again, the defenseman in the offensive zone. Pushed out. Nate Weber. Shot on quickly. Tip puck doesn't reach the net. Weigel takes his time. Throws it down low to Weber. Weber trying to find a backdoor to Tina. Unsuccessful. Blocked away. Here comes Heath Topol. Topol down low to Tina. Tina challenged by Vo. Schugel there to help. Puck is eventually hit out, but kept in by Heath Topol. Big hit by Schugel. Topol evades. Topol in front for Tina. Flipped out. Jakubsma shot. Doesn't reach the net. Tina. Little Crosby's here. Toe drag. Gets it to the slot. Here comes Weigel. Weigel misses the puck. Keeps it below the goal line. Now it's in his feet. Doesn't know where it is. And eventually, it's picked up by Chris Vo. Chris Vo will just flip it out. No change taken by the Blue Jays. It was a long shift. Tina able to get it out to Weigel. Weigel now has Weber and Dugan. Dugan, his first shift since scoring that goal. It's now Kyle Hogan with the puck. Over to Dale Mee. Dale Mee now. He, the captain of the Blue Jays, has created a lot of opportunities and thwarted a lot of opportunities in this game. Matt Leslie throws it over to Bobby Heiberg. And now it's picked up by Heiberg. Heiberg into the zone, poked away. Good job by Pino. Pino trying to get the puck out of zone. He can't. Ben McGinnis, quick shot saved by Ryan Lee. Creighton's done a good job of rebounding since that Jack Dugan sniper made this a 1-0 game, but it's been back and forth for the most part. The Huskers have gotten the bulk of the shots in this period, but Creighton has had some opportunities of their own. So far, this Nebraska 2-1-2 forecheck has proven to be quite difficult to evade for the Blue Jays. As Kubasek is out on the ice, here comes Christian Pino. Pino, quick chip out to Kubasek. Kubasek gets it to Altier. Altier goes wide, below the goal line. Good defense by Matt Leslie. He hits it over to Kubasek. Kubasek faked to Pino, went down low. He still has the puck. Spin move for Altier. Altier down low to Kubasek. Kubasek loses his footing. Matt Leslie has the puck. Now it's Sam Cook. Sam Cook trying to find Altier in his skates. Nice hit by Ben McGinnis. Gets Altier out the puck. Sam Cook still trying to keep it in for Creighton. He's unsuccessful. Huskers get it out. Ben McGinnis now. Chip around Dale Mead. He hits Dale Mead. His second big hit of this shift. Christian Pino. Evades Dylan McCray. McCray scores! Dylan McCray. What a forecheck. Gets Pino off the puck. Oh, no goal called. And they're going to call a hook on Dylan McCray. They said that McCray on his forecheck hooked Pino. It was a late whistle and a late call after McCray had beaten Ryan Lee, and what turns into what we thought was a 2-0 start for the Huskers in the first period is now a power play for the Creighton Blue Jays. What a swing we just witnessed over the last 10 seconds. Nevertheless, a very good effort by the freshman from Illinois to get that puck off Pino and put it in the back of the net, but referees say otherwise, and so the Blue Jays are in business in this last minute and 20 of the first period. Here's Bishop Schugel over to Dale Mee. Mee taking his time over to Altier. Good pressure by Caden Davis. Now down low to Kubasek. Kubasek tries to get in front. Shut on. Saved by Scott. Rebound in front of the net. It's still in front of the net. Picked up by Schugel. Schugel gets it to Kubasek. Kubasek. Over down low to Schugel. Good defense. Thrown out of the zone. Mee can't keep it in. 44 seconds left of the period. Here's Jack Schwab. Schwab back over to Mee. Mee. Bierenstraw goes for a change. Mee gets a red carpet into the Husker zone. He gets it down low. Greg Payne on the challenge. Pate gets the puck away from me. He backhands it out of the zone. A phenomenal job by Greg Pate. He'll go for a change after that one-man penalty kill, 17 seconds left. Creighton's got one more rush in him. Here's Bishop Schugel. Schugel into the zone. Drops it low. Great stick by Bobby Heiberg. Jack Schwab, 4 seconds left. And that'll be Heiberg. Quick shot, scores! Bobby Heiberg in the final seconds of the first. As it seemed like Schwab thought the period was over. Quick pass over to Mies, intercepted. And for the third time this weekend, the Huskers have a shorthanded goal. Heiberg probably thought, like a lot of Huskers on the bench, that it should have been a 2-0 game anyway. He does it himself on the shorthanded goal. And just like that, it seemed like the Blue Jays would have some momentum going in to the locker room with the power play. Heiberg steals it. And they'll head in the locker room up 2-0. What a turn of events in that last minute and 20 by the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Nebraska was up 1-0 for a good chunk of that first period after a beautiful Jack Dugan shot. Beat the blocker and right over the shoulder of Ryan Lee. It was then a very much back and forward first period between the two sides, and it seemed like the freshman Dylan McCray made an incredible play in front of the net on defenseman Christian Pino of the Creighton Blue Jays and scored his own goal. But it was decided it was a hooking penalty, so the Blue Jays went on the power play, and just like the Huskers did 2 times yesterday, they score a shorthanded goal. This time it was Bobby Heiberg on an incredible play in the dying seconds of the first period. Heiberg intercepted a pass, put it in the same spot that Dugan was able to find against Ryan Lee. And just like that, the Huskers, after going 1-4 against the Creighton Blue Jays last year and 0-2 to begin this year, are just 2 periods away from sweeping this season series. But the Creighton Blue Jays had a worse period yesterday, might I add, was much more competitive this period. They had their opportunities. Zach Kubasek and Charles Artier, that duo is always deadly, could go off any minute. And something to note, they will have a power play for the last 40 seconds, or the first 40 seconds of the second period. So, go anywhere here on the Husker Hockey YouTube channel. I've been Matt McMaster. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes for our coverage of the second period of the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Creighton Blue Jays. And we are back here on the Husker Hockey YouTube channel for our coverage of the second period of the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Creighton Blue Jays. I'm Matt McMaster. Solo tonight as the Creighton Blue Jays are trailing 2-0 after giving up a shorthanded goal at the very end of the first period. But they enter the second with a power play, as this ice was just zambonied, and I think the crew at John Breslin Ice Arena might have used a little too much water, as this puck is hard to pass right now. It's sticking everywhere on the ice, so a disadvantage to Creighton, as it's going to be hard to move this puck, but they've wasted. Oh, it's a goal! Another shorthanded goal! Bobby Heiberg out of nowhere! Out of nowhere! Just came diving in, beat the low glove of Ryan Lee, make that 1, 2, 3, 4 short-handed goals for the Huskers this weekend, and that's Bobby Heiberg's third short-handed goal. And just like that, some teams play better when they're up a man. The Huskers decide to play better when they're down a man. And they're up 3-0 now with 19 minutes left. And here's Timmy Leroy. Leroy down to the goal line. Trips. Picked up. And here comes Charles Altier. Altier, toe drag. Pushed away down low in front of the net. Intended there. Quick shot blocked by Matt Leslie. Leslie in a foot race with Jay McCown. Leslie, nice job by McCown, but that's a slashing penalty late call. And so the Huskers go from being on the penalty kill to being on the power play just like that. And momentum has completely swung the Huskers' way when they open up the period on the penalty kill. There's a great effort by Matt Leslie coming up low from his spot to go and block the shot from Dardanis, and then McCown caught him on the slash. A late call there, and McCown was still appealing the call, but nothing going. And now 5-on-4 for Nebraska. Leroy over to Datina. Datina taking his time. Down low. Here's Nate Weber. Weber cross ice looking for Leroy. Tipped out and out of the zone, and so resetting the Huskers will do. Drop for Datina. Good pressure by Altier. Alters the pass, but it's picked up by Bienkowski. Bienkowski drops it for Dylan McCray. McCray working on the hash. Good pass to Leroy. Leroy will work the same way. Leroy fakes a pass. Now down low. Switches sides. Over to Datina. Lee is screened. Datina, toe drag, fake shot. Toe drag again. Loses the puck. Leroy now, he'll throw it back down low to Datina. Datina whiffs on a pass, keeps it. Bienkowski looking back door. He finds back door, not there. Leroy will pick it up. 1:10 on the power play. Datina, top slot. Tipped intended for McCray. McCray gets a shot off, but it's saved by Lee. It was a good idea by Datina, but McCray couldn't get a stick on it. It's all back down low to Nate Weber. Weber had that puck hit away for a second by Christian Pino. But now it's Evan Datina with the puck. Datina, backhand, slot, poked away. Datina keeps it in. He'll work down low. Over to Leroy. Back to Bienkowski. Bienkowski throws it in front. Tip. Saved by Lee. Loose puck as McCray tried to put it in. But it was a good job by Ryan Lee to get his glove on it. So the Huskers, a lot of window dressing, a lot of watching, a lot of surveying. Not too many opportunities, as the Blue Jays did a good job setting up their box and keeping that box. It's Jack Schwab out there, along with Luke Abbott. Shot on by Weigel wide of the net. Dugan, he's got a goal to Weigel. He's had a lot of opportunities. Quick shot off the post. Good tip. Shot on by Leslie. Shot again by Heiberg in the back of the net. Poking at it and poking at it more. I believe that was Ben McGinnis. McGinnis, relentless effort on the rebound. And that puck finds the net, and just like that, Huskers had 2 goals in 3 minutes to go up 4-0 in the second period. It was a good shot by Weigel, a good tip by Heiberg. They both had their opportunities. McGinnis is the one who puts that puck where Ryan Lee didn't want it to be, and now the Huskers are up by 4. A lot of game left, though, for Creighton, as they've been given a bad draw in the second period. And a little update here, Matt Leslie has been escorted to the back of the locker room. He was helped by a training staff member on his way to the locker room. He was limping. He couldn't put a lot of pressure on that right leg, so we'll wait for an update on Matt Leslie on whether or not he returns to the bench. But as of right now, one of the Huskers' best defensemen and one of their best offensive options is currently not on their bench. Something to watch out for. We'll try and monitor that situation as Creighton, bad pass, shot on, scores! Matt Safransky! Safransky wasn't in the lineup yesterday. He's in the lineup tonight, making an impact. And 3 minutes and 22 seconds have passed, and 3 goals have been put in by Nebraska. It was an errant pass by Luke Abbott, who was trying to flip that puck out of the zone into the neutral zone. He didn't get it high enough. Safransky with a beautiful interception of the puck picks apart Ryan Lee, and the Huskers up 5. This is shades of what the Jayhawks did to Nebraska a couple weeks ago here in this very barn in the first period. They just put them on the goal so quickly here. Shot on, saved by William Scott. Good opportunity there by Reiser, but right into the breadbasket of William Scott, who's played a solid game thus far. Hasn't been challenged too much yet. Scott, the backup goalie behind Alex Koff, who pitched a shutout yesterday against the Creighton Blue Jays. One of Koff's best games of the year. He had a lot of help from that Nebraska offense, putting in 5 goals. Here's Jack Dugan. Dugan, shot on, saved by Ryan Lee. Good defense by Dale Meade, not allowing Dugan to get around him. And so face-off coming up for the Huskers. Lee had a solid first period, but it's been a nightmare second for him. Rebound goal, and then a diving Bobby Heiberg goal, and then just a bad play by his defense left him out to dry. And the Huskers had scored 3 goals in that sequence. Jack Dugan, Jakuzma, quick shot, wide. Weigel trying to keep it in, poked out by Reiser, tipped in by Weigel, great play. McGinnis, backhand pass in front of the net intended for Heiberg, unsuccessful. Christian Pino challenged by Heiberg. Bishop Schugel pokes that puck out, but it's picked up by Timmy Leroy. Leroy, quick pass to Heiberg. Heiberg throws it down low for McGinnis. McGinnis will get there. He's challenged by Meade. Now it's picked up by Schugel. Over to Reiser. Good job by Weigel to challenge Reiser, but Meade picks it up. Bad pass intended for Kyle Hogan. Huskers now back in business. Errant pass intended for Weigel by McGinnis. Icing's there if the Blue Jays want it. They'll accept it, so no change for this very tired Jakubsma, Weigel, McGinnis, Leroy, and McCray line. And we'll see if the Creighton Blue Jays make a change here to maybe take advantage of tired legs on the ice. They don't. Face-off coming up. That's one back by the Huskers. Ben McGinnis having a tough time handling the puck. Oh, sorry, that was Jakubsma. Here comes Pino. Pino dumps it in quickly. Colin Brown challenges Weigel. Weigel evades him. Here's Sam Sturl. Sam Sturl can't get anything for him. Roy over to Christian Clover. Clover back down low to Jakubsma. Jakubsma now to Weigel. And they will reset. Weigel, nice pass to McCray. Tipped out for Clover. Clover poking the puck ahead. He gets it down low. McCray will now challenge Pino. Good challenge by McCray. Gets it out for Greg Pate. Pate keeps it in. Over to Binkowski. Quick shot. Tipped over the shoulder of Ryan Lee. Almost went in the back of the net, but too high. It was a good tip by Clover. Ring around the boards. Pino will just ice that puck. And now an interesting development here for the Creighton Blue Jays. They were the ones with the legs advantage just a couple seconds ago, but now that fourth line of, well, it's actually a mixture here of the first line. So they have Zach Kubasek out there, but Colin Brown is the fourth line center. He's out there along with Colin. So Creighton will look for a change as they have a mismatched line as Kubasek will try and do it himself. Bad pass, intercepted, but now Pino will get it out. So Creighton will go for a change as the first line will enter the ice. As Datina now is on the ice, his line with Topol and Weber makes an ensuing change as well. They're battling in the corner. I believe that's Datina with Binkowski. Now it's Altier. Altier, quick shot, save by Liam Scott. He blockers that puck out of the zone. So it was a good job by Christian Pino alongside Kubasek to get the puck out of the zone and get a change. So now it's a best on best for Huskers and the Blue Jays. Weber versus Altier. So far, the Huskers have won the face-off battle as that face-off was called out. It's called invalid before the puck dropped. Weber did win it pretty cleanly, but Jakubsma was inching just a little bit too much off his line, and now Altier wins the faceoff. Shot out, blocked by Topol. Interference call coming up. Heath Topol does an incredible job blocking the shot of Jay McCown, and McCown will find himself in the sin bin for the second time this period. McCown's last penalty was the cause of the last Nebraska goal, actually the goal before that. Safransky had the last one. They had a power play goal just a little bit before that one, and so Nebraska back on the power play. Bobby Heiberg loses the face-off to Altier. That puck is cleared out but kept in by Dalton Weigel. Weigel now over to Jack Dugan. Dugan poked away but picked up by Dalton Weigel. Weigel shot on. Didn't reach the net. Good blocker by Creighton. Weigel again. Keeps it in. Nice pass by Leslie. 5-on-3 for a second. Leslie tries to get a shot off. Altier, good back check. Gets that puck out of the zone. Ben McGinnis will pick it up. Pressure put on. McGinnis chips it by Altier. Nice play. Altier still able to stay on the puck. Puck kept in by Matt Leslie after a clear by Joe Middleton. And so it was hit out by Leslie, but I believe that's Nathan Fuller arguing that the puck should be in the Nebraska offensive zone, but they'll take it in the neutral zone. Fuller, the de facto head coach tonight, as Reed Fuller is not here on the bench. He's also joined by Larry Taylor. Those two have been the assistant coach all season for the Huskers. Splitting up the offensive and defensive duties. Dalton Weigel over to Ben McGinnis. McGinnis to Weigel. Weigel taking his time. Down low to Leslie. Leslie comes up, poked away by Christian Pino. Good play by Pino as Leslie will retrieve the puck. Escape turn. He falls on himself, and Pino dumps it in lower. 48 seconds left on the power play for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Weigel, like we've seen him do so many times tonight, will skate the puck up from his end all the way down low. Toe drag by Mee, unsuccessful. Mee will ring it around the boards for Pino. Pino will flip that on, unsuccessful in the slot. Turn around, Jack Dugan, off the bar. Shot on, scored by Weigel. Weigel picks up the scraps in front of the net from Jack Dugan. And an errant pass once again by Creighton. The Blue Jays once again leaving Ryan Lee out to dry after it was an unsuccessful clear by Pino. Dugan had all day in front of the slot. Had a good shot, didn't go in the back of the net, but Dalton Weigel finds his first goal as a Husker on that play. I mean, it was coming for Weigel. I mean, he was so involved on the offensive end, even as a defenseman, and that just fell right into his lap as the Huskers are up 6-0. Quick play, shot out by Leroy, tipped over the net. Good pinch by McCray, but it's pushed ahead by Reiser. Leslie to Dylan McCray. McCray cannot get it past the stick of Chris Vo. Chris Vo will now throw it in. That puck is hit by Leslie. Leslie brings it around, intended for Timmy Leroy. Leroy will take it back down low on the goal line, and Charles set it up himself. Over to Christian Clover. Clover chips it ahead for Leroy, kept in by Luke Abbott. Now to Reiser. He gets it low. Hogan poked away by Leslie. Leroy can't scrape the puck off the boards. McCray can't get it out either. Now down low, here's Bishop Schugel. Schugel forehand, saved by Scott. Liam Scott gets his pad on there, keeping it on the back post. Schugel cannot get a handle of the puck. Here's Leroy, toe drag, backhand, shot wide of the net. If it was on target, it would have been in. Hogan tries to clear. Bierenstraw can't keep it in. Here's Schugel again with an opportunity. He's got a skater. Middleton to his right. For Middleton, great play by Sean Rogers, the captain. Now ahead of Timmy Leroy. No ice call. Oh. And the referee says, my bad, as it shouldn't have been icing, as Timmy Leroy was the first person. So, hey, little hockey 101 for you young folks at home. Icing is when you can't clear the puck more than 2 lines. So if you're behind the red line, you can't dump it in. That's icing. But if a player on the team that did ice the puck is the first person to the puck or ahead of the entire play, icing will be waved off. A mistake there made by the official, as Leroy should have been able to continue to grab that puck below the goal line. But as a kind of penance, instead of having the face-off all the way down in the Nebraska zone, they have it in the middle of the ice regardless. Creighton has the puck now. Greg Pate gets it over to Rogers, swings over, dumped on in. Here comes Creighton. Chris Vo out to Middleton, over to Schugel. Nice breakout. Schugel, quick shot, saved by Scott. Rebound, saved again, loose puck. And Middleton couldn't get there before Liam Scott pounced on the puck for the Big Red. The Huskers have taken full control after a pretty competitive first period. They've scored 4 goals in this period, and we're only halfway through. A couple of short-handers today, just like yesterday. Both of them coming from Bobby Heiberg, who had one of his own yesterday as well. Fun fact, Huskers have scored more power play goals, or more penalty kill goals rather, than power play goals this series. As a little neutral zone game being played here. Neither team really able to take full control. Sam Cook. He threw that over, and then that was Reiser, who couldn't get it past the red line. Now Evan Datina on the puck with Heath Topol. Joe Middleton will stop behind his goal. Topol will chase. Middleton now pushes that ahead. Here comes Hingsberger. Hingsberger gets low, throws it in front. Jack Schwab had an opportunity, but a good save by Liam Scott. That puck might have gone wide. Shot on, blocked. Evan Datina on a stretch pass, unsuccessful. Sam Cook intercepts it. Jack Schwab dumps it in. Here comes Sam Cook on the forecheck. Cook now down low. He's pinned by Jakubsma. Kubasek throws it up high for McCown. McCown back down low. Cook on the puck, hit hard by Jakubsma. Puck secured by Nate Weber, up to Evan Datina. He can't handle it. He loses it for a second. Kubasek comes away with it. Kubasek still has the puck, evades a couple defenders, leaves it down low for Cook. Nice hit by Datina. He gets the puck back for his team as Jakubsma will hit that off. The glass still can't get out. Nate Weber battling Cook now. Cook now gets it a little lower for Jakubsma. Jakubsma hit hard as Kubasek comes away with it. He's battled by Datina. Nice turn away for Charles Altier. Altier on the hash. Cross ice for McCown. Tough to handle. Keeps it in. Down low. Altier in front of the net. Nate Weber flips it out of the zone. Nearly out of play, but stays in. Jack Dugan now challenges. That was Dardanis, who throws that back in for Creighton, and now Weigel over to Jacobsma. Dugan picks it up. Dugan will take his time breaking this puck out of the zone. No rush. Good forecheck by Creighton, putting a lot of pressure, and they'll eventually get the puck back. McCown quickly over to Altier. Can't handle the puck. Chipped ahead. Ben McGinnis. Nice footwork. McGinnis gets it down low. Challenged by Dardanis. Throws it back around, intended for Heiberg. Altier is there, though. McGinnis back down low, thrown back around, and Jay McCown will come and pick it up. McCown passes it over to Sturl, rings around the boards, doesn't get there, but over to Matt Leslie. Dumped in, no offsides called. McGinnis is okay. He'll challenge McCown, who's been on the ice for quite a while now, as they'll reset here. McCown over to Sam Sturl. Can't handle the puck, but he gets it back himself. Crosses the red line, dumps it in. Puck is thrown back down low. Matt Leslie tries to push it ahead for Timmy Leroy. Intercepted by Colin Brown. Brown poked away. Thrown back in low. Good job by Fagot and Brown to get that puck in. But it's retrieved quickly by Matt Leslie. He takes a spill but keeps the puck. Nice pass by Leslie over to Leroy. Leroy shot on wide of Ryan Lee. Christian Clover challenged by a couple Blue Jays. It's eventually poked out by Leroy, who's trying to get it over to Binkowski. Nice chip ahead by Kyle Hogan. Hogan shot on right into the chest of Liam Scott. Little extracurriculars there between Matt Leslie and Kyle Hogan. And I think Leslie is taking some exception here from some physicality down low. That was Binkowski, actually. Talking to Hogan, I think Binkowski didn't like some of the hits Hogan was giving out down low in his defensive end, so gave him a receipt at the end of that play. No penalty called. Rightfully so, as Bishop Schugel throws it on quickly to Liam Scott. If it was on target, it might have went to the back of the net there from Schugel on the face-off. Puck is still in the higher part of the Nebraska defensive zone. It's Caleb Seibel trying to get it out. He's unsuccessful. Schugel now down low to Hogan. That was Reiser who had an opportunity, couldn't handle the puck. Pass intended for Caden Davis, skips over his stick. Off the boards, intercepted by Greg Pate, and now Schugel gets it back. Schugel's had a couple opportunities tonight. Toe drag, gets past Rogers, but Seibel does a good job cleaning up the debris. Greg Pate now will challenge Schugel, thrown out by Seibel. Here's Safransky, he's got a goal tonight. He'll dump that in low. Caden Davis will challenge Dale Mee. Mee reverses it to Christian Pino, but he actually grabs it himself. Quick little chip up to Heiser. Heiser will take his time, taking space. Bad pass. Dugan throws it in. Pino grabs the puck. Davis unsuccessful on his chance to, or his bid to get the puck there, as bad pass by Mee bounces off a couple of sticks, and Dalton Weigel will take his time. Changed by the Blue Jays. Numbers for the Huskers. Dugan pulls up. Cross. Nice pass intended for Bobby Heiberg, but better defense by Jack Schwab on the other end. Puck now in the left corner. That's McCown, and now that's poked away by Bishop Schugel. Schugel, pass intercepted, picked up by Heiberg. Heiberg in front for McGinnis. Saved by Lee. Now up to Weigel. Weigel waiting for screener. Shot on, tipped. Rebound. Too far for Jack Dugan to pick up. And now here comes Caden Jacobsma. Jacobsma now leaving for Heiberg. That shot did not reach the net, and an icing will be called. So no change coming up for the Blue Jays, and a change coming up for Nebraska, trying to take advantage of tired legs, and it'll be a very deadly Weber, Topol, and Datina line. Weber has done a great job at the face-off dot this contest. He's won a couple of them. Gives it over to Tina. Tina doesn't take the shot. Down low to Weber. Shot on. Rebound. Pino skates it out himself. Now over to Schwab. Schwab, oh, that pass intended for Pino. He runs into one of his own teammates on Nate Weber. Leaves it for Heath Topol. Topol moves to the middle. Topol, shot, save, finally back of the net. Tipped by Nate Weber as it trickles in over the blocker. Topol did a great job making a move toward the middle. It seemed like Lee was going to handily save that one, but it just trickled off his stick and into the back of the net. Something to note here. I do not see a backup goalie for Creighton, as even though that Lee has given up 7 goals through just under 2 periods, there's no option for them to kind of switch it up here, as he's had a rough second period. Not all his fault, though. There have been multiple opportunities or multiple instances where his defense kind of just let him out to dry, but the Huskers have taken full control of this one. Sean Rogers dumps it in. Ryan Lee in a bit of a slump. Last 3 appearances, he's given up 5 or more goals. As Sean Rogers tips that ahead. That's picked up by Joe Middleton. Middleton over to Chris Vo. Pass all the way up to Jack Schwab. Left for Middleton. Nice breakout by Creighton. That pass was intended for Schwab, but now it's Timmy Leroy who dangerously puts that puck in front of his crease, but now skates all the way down, coast to coast. Leroy. Leroy, backhand, wide of the net. Weigel picks it off the corner. Good job there by Jack Schwab. He gets that off of Weigel's stick. Liam Scott will not save it. He'll give it to Dalton Weigel. Weigel cuts to the middle. Good forecheck. Altier. Altier shoots. Saved by Scott. A great glove save by Liam Scott. And now icing will be called. And so no change. And Timmy Leroy is going to have to get back on the ice. Leroy is exhausted out there. And he cannot change. We'll see here. Leroy very gingerly going to make his way. And now Weigel is having some words with the referee. I think he might have thought he was tripped or fouled in some sort of manner when he was trying to get that puck out of the zone. But anyway, it'll be a face-off here between line 1 of Creighton Blue Jays and a very tired line out there for Nebraska. Shot on by Luke Abbott, out of play, and Nebraska gets a change. So what seemed like a great opportunity for Creighton goes away in just about 3 seconds. And so coming onto the ice will be Caden Davis alongside Jakubsma, Heiberg, and Weigel. Quick shot. That was by Abbott. Goes wide. Heiberg, or Seibel rather. Quick pass in front. Seibel challenges Vo. Vo gets it down low. Jakubsma gets it back up to Vo. Still unable to get it out. Chris Vo still has it. Now it's Caleb Seibel. Seibel. Pass intercepted by Vo, but hit away by Caden Davis. Davis over to Zavransky. Zavransky shoots. Saved by Lee. A tip out of the zone, and so now Huskers will have an offensive draw. Full line change coming for the Big Red. It's been all Nebraska this period. A couple good saves by Liam Scott, but they've spent a lot of time in the offensive zone of the Blue Jays, and in return, they've scored 5 goals this period. Hit down low by Ben McGinnis. Chris Vo pinned by McGinnis. Vo still has the puck. Good job to keep it. He'll turn back around, still challenged until he eventually hits it out. Cross-ice pass by Cook, intended for Kubasek. Pinkowski hits it ahead to Dugan. Dugan looking cross-ice. Hit by Altier. Altier trying to chip that forward to Kubasek. He's successful. Kubasek backhand hit away. Matt Leslie brings that around the boards. Chris Vo keeps it in. Vo works it down low. Nice move by Vo. Vo again. Vo to the middle. Eventually hit out by Nebraska, but kept in by Altier. Leslie, or Binkowski. Dugan can't get it out. He does it there. 50 seconds left in the period. Tip, so no ice. 7-0 is our score. Nebraska scored 5 goals in this period alone. They've actually scored about 6 goals in the last 20 minutes of play, considering the fact that Bobby Heiberg's shorthanded goal in the second period came with 1.1 second left to play. It's been a dominant 20 minutes for NU. And they have another opportunity with 36 seconds left in period number 2. Nate Weber on the draw against Gaultier. Weber's had the advantage tonight. He does it there. Datina, quick shot. Doesn't reach Lee. Topol down low to Nate Weber. Battle on the side. Sean Rogers, quick shot. Saved by Lee. Rebound by Topol. Wide of the net. Greg Pate pinches down low. Keeps the puck in. Brings it around to Nate Weber. 10 seconds left. Rogers. Good tip by Altier. Rogers was looking for Pate on the backside. So 4 seconds left in this period, and Nate Weber's line will stay out there as they're the ones who have proven that they can get a quick shot off of a face-off this game. They've done it a couple of times. They actually did it on the last draw. So Weber will try again. Weber wins it. Datina fires, save, rebound, frozen. So they'll have another opportunity. That's exactly what Nathan Fuller and Larry Taylor drew up there, as they'll now bring down Greg Payne and get as many bodies in front of the net as possible. Colin Brown on the face-off for Creighton. Here we go. Weber over to Tina. Quick shot. And just wide. An incredible opportunity there as Nate Weber does a phenomenal job on that face-off dot. He's done so all game. Back-to-back-to-back face-offs into shots. And just like that, well, we'll recap the period here. It started off with a Creighton Blue Jay power play, and Bobby Heiberg picked up his second penalty kill goal. Then later in that same power play, Nebraska was able to draw their own penalty on Jay McCown. They ended up scoring on that power play. And then, right after that, all in the span of 3 minutes, Matt Safransky picks up an errant pass in front of the net of Ryan Lee and buries it. And with 16 minutes left, Nebraska had a 5-0 lead. They ended up adding 2 more goals. One of them by Dalton Weigel on a very good opportunity created by Jack Dugan. And then Keith Topol moved to the middle of the ice on a nice move with about 4 or 5 minutes left in the period. And it was undetermined. I don't know if the goal was credited to Topol or Weber, but regardless, a very good move in front of the net of Ryan Lee, who was screened and went right over his blocker. And just like that, Nebraska is up 7. Nebraska entering this weekend didn't win a game for 2 months. They had ties, they had OT losses, they were able to gain points, but they didn't win a game until yesterday. And they are 20 minutes away from making it 2 in a row against a team in their last 8 games they're 2-6 against. Don't go anywhere here on the Husker Hockey YouTube channel. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for our coverage of the 3rd period. And we are back here at the John Breslow Ice Arena for the Husker Hockey YouTube channel's coverage of Nebraska hockey versus Creighton. I am Matt McMaster. 20 minutes left in this game. The Huskers have dominated play as they lead 7-0. They scored 5 goals in the last period. They actually, in technicality, scored 6 goals in 20 minutes and 1 second. As here come the Blue Jays. Quick shot off the helmet of Liam Scott and out of play. Scott, much like his teammate Alex Koff did yesterday, so far pitching a shutout. And much like Koff, hasn't been terribly challenged too often. Has made a couple great saves, though, especially against this first line that includes Carlos Altier and Zach Kubasek, along with Sam Cook. Quick chip out by Bobby Heiberg. He finds Dugan. Heiberg over to McGinnis. McGinnis, shutout, saved by Lee and out of play. A beautiful 1-2-3 by Dugan, Heiberg, and McGinnis, but an even better save by Ryan Lee. Heiberg and Altier on the faceoff. It's won by Heiberg. Quick shot by Dalton Weigel, saved on by Ryan Lee, right into his chest. Lee, although he has given up 7 goals today, has had some flashes of really good saves. He's been put in unfair opportunities at times by his teammates, but it's been a bit of a tough weekend for him. 5 goals yesterday, and we still got a full period to play here. He's already given up 7 as that puck is battled for down low. Sam Cook challenged by Weigel. Weigel keeps it in. He gets past Dale Mee until Mee recovers. Tried to kept in by Jack Dugan. Now here comes Cook. Cook's got Kubasek if he wants him. Cook, quick shot wide. Puck kind of flutters out into the neutral zone. It's picked up by Jack Dugan, who dumps it in, goes for a change. Heiberg and McGinnis stay out there. Dale Mee wins the puck away from McGinnis, and he'll reverse it over to Christian Pino. Pino behind the net, challenged by Heath Topol. Pino gonna move it himself, the defenseman. Gets to the middle, quick shot, saved by Scott. Rebound in front, Datina picks it up. Chip ahead to Heath Topol. Topol's got some wheels. Topol's all alone. Heath Topol scores! Heath Topol, set up beautifully by Evan Datina, bursts through the zone over the glove of Ryan Lee. And much like the second period, the Huskers strike first and strike quickly. Topol's second of the game. And moves the lead to 8-0 with 8:27 remaining in the third period. A very good play by the defense of Nebraska to clear that rebound by Liam Scott, and an even better job by Evan Datina to recognize Topol and the speed advantage he had over the defenseman Jay McCown and Pino. And so the Huskers add one quickly. Weber to Topol in front. Topol takes a big hit, but he keeps it. Shut on by Ryan Lee. Topol got knocked off of the puck, but kept it himself. He was hit pretty viciously by Joe Middleton, who kind of blindsided him there, but was able to recover. And now we know what's coming here. It was Weber tried to set up Datina again, but was unsuccessful that time. It was a good face-off win down low by Hingsberger. Battle between Hingsberger, McCown, Topol, and Weber. It's won by Creighton. Middleton pushes it up to Jack Swab. Bad pass. Dardennis now with the puck in the middle of the zone. Now Evan Datina gets it. He takes a hit from Dardennis, who hits the deck. Hingsberger throws it out. Kept in by Timmy Leroy. Leroy, Datina, bad pass in his skates. Datina gets it back though, still in the slot. Weber now backhand, throws it in front. Goal! Nathan Weber working hard. Threw it in front of the net with a streaking Timmy Leroy just going toward it. An initial shot, rebound, and goal. And now we're to the point where not a whole lot of celebrating by the Huskers out of respect for their opponents as they lead by 9 with 17:26. Liam Scott actually just switched helmets. He's using the helmet of Alex Koff now, as it seemed like. Now, Scott did take a shot off of the helmet. He didn't change it for a couple of shifts, but now it seems like it's broken to the point where he's got to use his buddy's helmet. I wish we had a goalie here on color commentary to comment on that and the differences, how that might affect Scott wearing someone else's helmet. I know for me as a player, I don't think I would have minded too much, but it's a very different situation as an icing called by Creighton. Not too many games left here for the Husker Hockey YouTube channel. Only 2 home games are left for Husker Hockey as the season winds down. 2 games left that will be at the John Breslin Ice Arena that we will broadcast. They're on the road next weekend. And now Liam Scott is once again talking to Alex Koff, and I think they're just trying to figure out the helmet situation here as face-off won by Dylan McCray. Quick shot, glove save by Ryan Lee. A lot of people, it's been a very successful night for the Huskers on the face-off dot. No matter who you put in there, they've been able to win that back pretty consistently. It was a great job by McCray to do so. He'll do it again. Gets it to Leroy, who makes a move. Doesn't shoot it, but gets down low. Poked away. Luke Abbott. Now over to, I believe that was Hogan. Here comes Schugel. Schugel pulls up. Poked away by Christian Clover. Dumped down low by Abbott. Offsides is delayed. Binkowski now couldn't really grab the puck, but he pushes it out. He keeps going as Clover throws it down low. McCray's the first one there. McCray in front. Clover misses it. Nice pass by McCray. A miss by Clover. As Bishop Schugel has the puck. Offsides call very clearly. Chris Vo. It was offsides by a good 6 inches there as he kind of got pushed down low by a Husker defender. So face-off coming up in the neutral zone for Nebraska. Caden Davis will be the one to take it. He'll go against Bishop Schugel. Davis out there with Caleb Seibel, Matt Safransky. It's been a good night for that line. As Davis hits that flipper out of play, and so they'll do a face-off. We'll see what they put it. Money says middle. There it is. Schugel and Davis. Schugel wins it. Poked ahead by Abbott. Dumped down low. Jakubsma reverses it. Davis recovers that puck. Throws it over to Safransky. Safransky, nice job getting that puck out. Here comes Caleb Seibel. Seibel, shot on, tipped. Stays in play. Davis throws it in front of the net. Recovered by Abbott. Thrown to Chris Vo. Hit away. Hogan now just throws it on the opposite side of the ice after he takes an attempted hit by Safransky. Davis now intercepted by Schugel. Schugel. Shot. Ooh, pass in the middle. Here comes Dalton Weigel, the defenseman. Formerly an Air Force player, and now referee gets in his way. Kind of thwarts that attempt, but he gets the puck back at neutral zone. Off the boards for Seibel. Seibel throws it down low. Change coming up. It's Heiberg, Dugan, and McGinnis out there now for the Huskers. Good move by Greg Pate in the neutral zone. He's able to get that one down low. The defenseman, Greg Pate all alone. Shot, rebound. McGinnis. Cleared out by Sam Sturl. Kept back in. McGinnis. Nice pass. Over to Dugan. Dugan fires. Blocked shot by Dale Mead. He'll throws it again. Another blocked shot by Mead. Now poked ahead. Colin Brown throws it in low. Mead. Big hit in the corner there. Can't get the puck. He caught Sean Rogers on a bad itch there. Rogers and him still going at it. Now Rogers kind of cross-checks him. We'll see what happens there as Rogers just put him to the ground. No penalty called. Nebraska gets the puck out of the zone. McGinnis with a lot of speed. Pokes it in the front. Cleared out and out of play, and face-off will occur in the Creighton defensive zone. Christian Pino did a good job on that defense there, but an errant pass
Makes it a Nebraska face-off coming up, and it's not going to be an offensive zone. And once again, Liam Scott is having problems with his helmet. It's now fixed. I think a screw might have come out, maybe a latch. Nebraska's locker room actually has a very good table for equipment and getting those types of things done. And so they figured that problem out as Evan Datina can't handle the puck down low. He'll throw it intended for Weber, but intercepted. Now it's Seibel. Kubasek throws it over to Altier. Altier just dumps it down low. No ice called. He was right over the red line. Tipped ahead, taken by Kubasek. Now Leslie has it. Leslie will bring it around the boards. Topol will try and tip it past Jay McCown. He's unsuccessful, so Binkowski's got the puck back. Binkowski hits it ahead for Topol. Topol will try and tip it ahead himself. He's unsuccessful. Pass intended for Evan Datina. It gets there. Datina flips it in. Topol on the rush. Topol challenges Pino. Pino dangles through over to Kubasek. Kubasek flips it over to Charles Altier. Altier, shot saved by Scott. Altier had one of his best opportunities of the game, but the right pad of Liam Scott shuts him down. So he keeps his clean sheet intact. Be a very impressive feat if Scott were able to get out of here with no goals let up. Very rarely do you see back-to-back shutouts by two different goalies. I almost just jinxed him there. My goodness. Another great save by Liam Scott off the blocker. Cat-like reflexes from number 33. There's a good face-off by Creighton. One of the very rare ones they've been successful on, as Nebraska has dominated the circle. McCray taking on Hingsberger. That puck kind of fluttered in the middle there, won by no one, but Nebraska was able to retrieve it. Now McCray's got the puck. It's poked away, but he gets it back. He throws it down low. That's Chris Vo. Vo, two Huskers on him. Over to Jack Schwab. Quick chip, and now Dalton Weigel has possession. Weigel will go behind Scott to reset the breakout. Christian Clover loses it. It's recovered by Weigel. Weigel now will see ice, not take it, and throw it over to Jakubsma. Jakubsma, quick chipper, up to McCray. McCray grabs it. He's got Leroy. McCray, quick shot. Tipped the front, and then went wide of Ryan Lee. Puck jostled for it, and Jack Schwab comes up with it. He's got Chris Vo. If he wants him, takes a shot wide. I don't think Schwab knew he had Vo on a 2-on-1. Is now Dalton Weigel. Over to Clover. Quick chip ahead to Leroy. Leroy didn't see it, so it's kept in by Creighton. Schwab throws it down low. Taken away by McCray. McCray, a couple nice moves. McCray uses his strength, gets it down low, but a good job by Cook. Nice step up there from Greg Pate. In front, scores! Bishop Schugel picks up the scraps from the neutral zone, cuts in front, and cuts Liam Scott's clean sheet. Schugel. I mean, it's always impressive when you see a player who can pull up in that type of speed but still have that strength to fire it under a bar. It was a beautiful goal by Schugel, a highlight that he'll like in a game that he probably doesn't. It's Ryan Lee. Stops it. It's Dale Mee now. Mee. He's got some numbers here. Mee. Quick shot. Too high. Hit hard by Caleb Seibel. Greg Pate, the puck carrier. Pate gets it all the way into Creighton's zone until it's hit away from him. Good forecheck by Caden Davis. Now to Seibel. Seibel gets that puck taken away by Bishop Schugel. Schugel reverses. He's met by Husker, gets it by him. Sam Sturl tries to chip that ahead. He's met by Safransky. Safransky now in a battle. He's joined by Seibel. Safransky holding on for dear life as that puck is intended for Matt Leslie. Too hard, though. So Nebraska will reset. Seibel will go for a change. Leslie creates a lot of speed. Throws it to Ben McGinnis. McGinnis flips that in on his backhand, and Dale Mee now is in business. Long pass. Here's Sturl. Sturl loses it. Dugan chips it ahead, gets it down low. Go. That puck was intended for Sturl. It went by him, so Leslie over to McGinnis. McGinnis had Dugan, doesn't take it, dumps it down low himself. McGinnis challenging me. He's helped by Heiberg. Puck poked away. Here's Fago. Fago, long pass, batted down by Bobby Heiberg. Heiberg now cuts into the middle. He's off sides. Dugan with the puck, throws it in again. No change. 1-2-2 forecheck here by Nebraska. Now they switch it to a 2-1-2, so they're still staying aggressive. Mee over to Pino. Pino can't get it out. He's met by McGinnis. Pino makes a move. He's now over the neutral zone. Pino through the legs. Leslie can't handle the puck. Jack Dugan flips it opposite side of the ice. Ben McGinnis stumps it in. That line will go for a change as Zach Minkowski will step up from the defensive area, and he'll go and challenge Dale Mee. Weber is going to have to play defense, and that's exactly what happens as here's a loose puck in front of the net. Backhand, big save by Scott. Sam Cook took advantage of not having a defenseman in a defensive spot, but couldn't put the puck in the back of the net as Scott flashes his blocker once again. Kubasek spins around. He's hit hard by Weigel. Datina trying to chip it out. Datina, nice move. Throws it ahead for Heath Topol. Topol pushes it ahead for Datina. Penalty coming up here. That'll be on Christian Pino as he wrestles Heath Topol down to the ground. Hit to the head called, and so it'll be interesting to see. It might be longer than just a 2-minute penalty coming up for Christian Pino with 8:46 left in this third and final period. Nebraska's had a power play goal today. Haven't had too many opportunities. It's more so been a lot of setting up. Creighton has shown a pretty good job of keeping their box together and being aggressive when needed. And Nebraska has kept a lot of possession. Leroy over to Datina. Back over to Leroy. He had a backside opportunity but couldn't handle the puck. It was a little bit too wide for him on that pass from Evan Datina. Zach Minkowski thought about the shot, loses it. Here comes Charles Altier. Foot race to the goal. Altier can't beat Minkowski or Leroy. And so now he'll just waste time on the boards. 3 Huskers on 1. He's helped sparingly by Joe Middleton until McCown now has the puck. McCown will take his time, milk the clock. 1:24 left on the power play till he throws it all the way down and basically gives a pass to Timmy Leroy. Leroy has a goal. He's got a lot this year as he gets this into the zone. Pretty soft coverage by Creighton, but that's how they like to set up this box here. Minkowski to the middle, shot on. Doesn't reach lead. Datina thought about it, in front. Weber had a stick on it, but not strong enough to get it into the goal. Timmy Leroy back down low to Evan Datina. Datina fights Dale Mead off the puck. And now to Nate Weber. Miscommunication between Datina, Weber, and Leroy, and so a couple more seconds will come off this power play. A couple Huskers will go for changes. Zach Minkowski goes for a change, but before that leaves it for Matt Leslie. Leslie gets that puck poked away by Jack Schwab, but he stays with it. Leslie now to the front of the net. Shot on! Blocked. Bobby Heiberg had a chance for a hat trick there. Dugan over to Weigel. Weigel back over to Dugan. Dugan to Weigel once again. Switches sides. Matt Leslie. Low to Datina. Datina. In front. Heiberg almost had his third of the game. Puck kept in. Creighton penalty is over. Christian Pino out of the box. Doesn't change. Has the puck. Crosses the blue line. Pino backhand. And it's in the back of the net. Pino's backhand sneaks under the legs of Liam Scott, making it a 9-2 hockey game. A lot of good opportunities for Nebraska, but Pino comes right out of that box, grabs the puck, and puts one right by Liam Scott as Evan Datina has made his way off the bench and into the hallway. No word if he's hurt or maybe just frustrated there on that kind of sequence. He had the puck for a lot of that power play and had some opportunities. Couldn't cash them. Greg Pate over to Caden Davis. Big hit by Safransky, who's played a really good game in this kind of third, fourth line role with Caden Davis tonight, who has the puck. Quick shot. Davis trying to recreate yesterday's goal, unsuccessful. Bishop Schugel. Schugel had the first goal for Creighton. Makes a nice move, but an even better defensive play by Greg Pate, who switches the sides of the ice. Pass intended for Safransky. It's too long, as now Schugel will have another opportunity. Schugel, quick shot, too high. Right around the net. Chris Vo on it. Vo tries to move around Caleb Seibel, and now a penalty coming up. It'll be on where are they pointing now? So it is at Safransky for a trip. Huskers are up 7. Creighton has outscored them, or has even scored with them actually in this period. 2-2. Have an opportunity to put one more in here. It's been a good game from Liam Scott. He's got him beaten twice though on one really good shot by Bishop Schugel, and then the other one was just a tough kind of save. And that one, once again, Schugel finds the back of the net. It was a tie-up on the dot right out of the face-off, and that puck kind of was just bouncing, and Scott now with his head down was so close to that shutout and has given up 3 goals in about 6 minutes. Game's not over. Game's not over. Creighton has grabbed some momentum here. Jay McCown over to me for Schwab. Not handled. Back to me. Makes a couple moves. Gets it past the red line. His pass is intercepted by Bobby Heiberg. Heiberg, quick little move, poked away. Now to the far side corner. Pass too long. Weigel fakes the shot. Snapshot now. Rebound. Was nice and juicy, but couldn't be put away. Here's Schwab. Quick shot by Schwab. Glove by Liam Scott. 4:59 left in the final period. Liam Scott, one of his strengths being that glove. Made a couple of those saves so far tonight. Hasn't been beaten too much, but Creighton does have 3 goals in this period. Leslie. I've seen him do this so many times now. He's going to try and go coast to coast. He pushes that towards the middle, loses it. Topol almost gave it back to him. Now it's Jack Schwab. Leslie challenged by Middleton. Still challenged there. Can't shake him. Eventually gets it down low. Binkowski tipped ahead. Nate Weber to Datina. Datina takes it wide. Datina shot. Saved by Lee. Opposite side of Binkowski. Good play by Weigel. Binkowski, nice toe drag. Gets it low. Surveying. Puts it in front. Datina shot. Saved by Lee. Big hit by Binkowski. And now Leslie will try it again. Datina has been on the door all night. Leslie leaves it back. Errant pass. Kubasek poked away from Weber. Nice hit by Weber. Kicked ahead by Sean Rogers, and too many men not called. They could have called it there as the skate was still on the ice by one of the Huskers when that puck was picked up. They owe me. Fighting Pate. Zach Kubasek can't handle the puck. Weber and Kubasek will go at it on the near side hash. Kubasek unable to get that out, and at this point the Huskers are wasting time more so than anything as Pate has a nice hit on Kubasek. He can't get his stick back as Timmy Leroy, who just entered the ice, will bring it down low. Kubasek in front now. Throws it. Datina grabs it. And Datina will make a run. Datina trying to escape by McCown until he's brought down to the ice. Nice hit by McCown. Altier cuts to the middle. Stays onside. Shot. Save in the chest to Liam Scott. A lot of shots to the chest to Liam Scott tonight, and in a nutshell, it's kind of the description of, Creighton's offensive night. I guess they've scored. They have scored 3 goals in this period, but overall it's been a struggle. They've had a couple opportunities because they have some really good playmakers on this team, like Altier, Kubasek, and Cook, and Schwab, but Liam Scott has made some really big saves in some key moments. There's Jakubsma trying to push that ahead to Leroy. Leroy can't tip it past Pino. Now Pino's got it over to Schugel. Schugel pushes it. Now Reiser throws it back all the way over to Pino. Pino just throws that on net. Hits off wide and now shot off the post. And Christian Clover gets it out of the zone. Kyle Hogan loses it. McCray with the tip. Now Hogan being challenged by Jakubsma. Weigel pushes it ahead. He gets it back after that pass was blocked, and he'll take it himself. Weigel, toe drag. Weigel in the front of the net. Oh, Timmy Leroy right there as Weigel made a beautiful move to the front. He gets the puck back now. Try it again. Why not? Saved by Lee. It was a beautiful move by Dalton Weigel. Went off the post. Leroy inches away from putting in the Huskers' 10th goal, but with 1:52 left, it's an offensive zone faceoff. Bishop Schugel, he's had a lot of playing time in these last 6 minutes. He'll skate it up himself. Gets it into the zone. Schugel puts it on. Saved by Scott. Rebound hit away. Here's Hogan. Hogan turns around. Back down low. Hogan throws that on the opposite side. It was a shot, but it was tipped away. Safransky hits that one ahead. Dale Mee. Mee with the puck. Pushes. Over to Hogan. Hogan has Mee. Fires. Save. Mee. Tries to flips it. Big hit by Leslie. And now some pushing and shoving. Leslie's going to get called for a penalty. He went straight up, cross-check, right to his face. And so Mee, at the least, will get 2. It could be a major, which might have some consequences for after the game in terms of penalty minutes and major penalties and so on and so forth. But as of right now, a hit to the head. It'll be a 2-minute minor penalty. So the Huskers will be shorthanded for the rest of this one as they lead by 6 against the Creighton Blue Jays. Hingsberger will take the face-off. He wins it back. Now over to Dale Mee. Mee to Middleton. Middleton back to Mee. Puck hops over his stick. He recovers. Nice move. Now over to Hingsberger. Down low to Cook. Cook now. Quick shot. Too wide. Hyberg fires that one all the way around. Mee retrieves it at the red line. Throwing over to Joe Middleton. He'll reset. 36 seconds left in the game. Heath Topol just lost his stick, so essentially a 5-on-3 coming up for Creighton. Topol playing without a stick. Quick 1-T. Is saved by Scott. 22 seconds left and a very successful afternoon for the Nebraska Corn Huskers. They came in here riding high off of a 5-0 win yesterday, their first win in a couple of months. They came back here to the John Breslin Ice Arena and really stuck it to the Creighton Blue Jays, especially in that second period where they had 5 goals. 3 of them came within a 3-minute span. Creighton quick shot saved by Liam Scott, and Liam Scott has been a big benefactor to this win by Nebraska tonight. Scott only allowing 3 goals and has made some big saves in key spots. And if we had a player of the game, it'd probably go to him, as Creighton will kind of wash out these last couple seconds as Dalton Weigel will pressure Dale Mee. Still going at it. Mee, last second, was trying to get to Tina a goal. He couldn't find himself on the score sheet. But Nebraska defends home ice successfully this weekend after they defeat the Blue Jays of Creighton by a score of 9-3. It was all offense for the Huskers, and in particularly penalty kill goals. 2 short-handers for the Big Red. Both of them coming from Bobby Heiberg. Heiberg had an incredible weekend on the penalty kill, scoring 3 penalty kill goals this weekend, Bobby Heiberg. 4 in total for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, who ride momentum toward the end of the season. It was tough sledding in the months of January and December for the Big Red, but they've come into February. They defended home ice. They beat a team that over the last couple of years, or seasons rather, has had their number. And not only did they defeat them, they handled them easily. And so Nebraska will go into next weekend with a lot of momentum. I believe they're playing Missouri, which will be a big matchup in the MACHA. I've been Matt McMaster. We want to thank you so much for joining us here on this broadcast. Big shout out to the fellas, Mr. Jacob Schrantz and Keegan Oliveira, who were on the 1s and 2s today and allowed me to do this solo broadcast. So I want to thank you so much for watching, so much for following the Husker Hockey YouTube channel. And we will be back for one more broadcast this season in a couple of weeks. So don't go anywhere.